Let's have a bit of fun till our downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side. My love, you say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose.
in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you. In the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you.
Close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through turns to sun rays, and on we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Turn us to thousands, and we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon. Turn us to thousands, and on we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays, and on we'll go. Through the highways, and on we'll go. Here we go.
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife, East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. On to get it started now, the kicker Chris Boswell. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. 6-yard line. first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly. That was because the defensive, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drive.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing, Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know you got a baseball background, right?
A little bit. Started in minor league ball.
Yeah, you did some of that, right? What do they do when they do the signals? An indicator, right?
Whether it goes or not, yeah.
Yeah, whether the play's on or not. How about the indicators offensive linemen give when they're getting ready to run a screen pass? And if those get red, well, we just saw that there, didn't we?
No gain.
No gain. Deciphered it and finished the play off.
It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give them a good 10 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here. 1st and 10. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook, they're the coordinator.
Now he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
But how about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Giants' 18-yard line.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. Screen pass to Connor. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
To James Conner.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Roethlisberger now off the bootleg. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Vance McDonald there to make the grab. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, if they touch it on this possession and try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt, they're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
Barkley, the ball carrier.
Tackle made there by Chris Wormley.
At the 40-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Jones, open target here, Darius Slayton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. first down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Jones. Open receiver, that's Caden Smith, the tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Giants, first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
A first down carry for Barkley. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones stepping up. He'll try and run. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Steelers 7, Giants nothing.
Jones on 3rd and 2. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man, Slayton. And snapped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And Charles, when you catch that toss going right or left, really, but right in this instance, do you go straight for the pylon? Is that where you're going?
Well, typically you want to try and maneuver people a little bit so you have some space to get to the pylon. So I want to make sure that I try and move them a little bit to the inside, and in this case to the left, so I get to the right side and get to that pylon and wink at it as I go by.
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler 1st.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Right back to Connor here on 1st. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and 8.
2nd down and 8. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 39. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st down, Pittsburgh.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Steelers first down.
On the jet sweep, this is Johnson. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17.
This defense really flew around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive here, 2nd and 11. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
The gain of 5 that time gives them the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. The Steelers were last in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage a season ago, down around 35%. It's 1st and goal. And it's caught. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Touchdown from 6 yards away. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 14-7. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's home.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yard your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Barkley. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Ball carrier. Vince Williams on the tackle.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7.
At the 37-yard line.
And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they locked it.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Blake Martinez. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he'd had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now Roethlisberger. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. From 17 yards out. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
Chris Boswell.
There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need to rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get it downfield for the touchdown.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us.
Oh, Jones has just thrown his third interception. Picked off near the 42. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his third interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
Now Roethlisberger to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
Now 2nd and goal.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. They'll toss this out right for Connor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score. Steelers 28, Giants 7. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points. points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jones. Catch made by Slayton. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Looking for Shepard deep. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
So line of scrimmage still to 39 on 2nd and 10. A final shot before break. Jones. He's going to take another shot here. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Washington's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. They'll run on first down. It's Connor. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line.
He's brought down by
just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 44-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On first down, Connor. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Roethlisberger. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. He's got daylight. The 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
I think this is where you have to have the term situational football in your head because this game is pretty much in the palm of your hand. And the one thing you can't afford to do, turn the ball over. Now you've given the patient a little bit of a heartbeat, haven't you? And now they're love it, and they're back in this game.
Yeah, still a little bit of a lead, but that makes things more interesting. We're still just in the third quarter here. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will make it into the end zone. And they'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. And Big Ben intercepted a third time. Julian Love picks it. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over.
The Giants take over first and 10.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley, and he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up a third down. From the gun, Jones, flush to his right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off inside the 10. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. This is Connor. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
6-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Roethlisberger. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception picked up by the rookie Xavier McKinney. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
But wildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. Oh, he's going to look downfield for Barkley. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down.
First down.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Roethlisberger will hand the counter. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Roethlisberger going to get this one to Connor. And down inside the 15 he goes. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. The offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Connor. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
James Conner taken down at the 11-yard line. It's a
2nd down and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Again, it's Connor. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and it may be a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. They're going to run. Here's Connor. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback. It comes out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. They're throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And the end result, 21 yards. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30 by Devin Bush. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Operating from the gun, Jones eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in the game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
15. And the Steeler first down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
At the 44-yard
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard.
Second and a yard.
They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Connor on the
Second and 1, and people want to run the football. This is what every back in the league is supposed to do, exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Pittsburgh.
They'll run on first down. It's Connor. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner, 54 yards. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ball game. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has laid it into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here. And now here is another interception. Picked up by the all-pro safety, Minka Fitzpatrick. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college. So sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career. But when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football,
Yeah.
where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for Pittsburgh, it'll be a happy trip home as they start the season with a road victory here on them. And they'll be back home next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.